Welcome in, guys. How is the weekend so far? Hi, Josie. How are you doing? We got an dog in here with us today. Finishing up my coffee from early this morning. We went for a ride into town at like 7 a.m. to sell our old streaming webcams to actually a wonderful person that Sam got to meet. He says he's really cool. He was starting his own streaming setup. He does some tech related stuff for work from home. So he's starting to stream from home. So that's always a good starting spot, is the Logitech C920s. Happy to be able to pass those on to somebody that's just starting out. Okay guys, we get to use the Ronco today. Should be a really fun stream. We're also using it tomorrow. So rotisserie weekend, woohoo! So excited. So the chicken we have done before in the Ronco. It's lovely. Hey, Suzanne likes cake. How's it going? It takes about an hour to cook a whole chicken in there. So we got this guy right here. And has anyone had Nando's chicken before? It's a chain restaurant that I actually discovered for the first time when I was in the UK. And I was just looking for something like moderately priced and like quick to eat. I think I was before I was going on a train ride or something. Yeah, Josie, you would probably know because that was the first place I had it, was the UK. It's really good. So it's a Peruvian style chicken. I'm gonna get some of my links from Discord here. Oh, never mind, my Discord's broken. Okay, I'll have to find the link through the browser. Discord's broken right now, guys, or at least my channel is.
No, Grant's is down too.
Okay.
It's in the Pacific Northwest area. It's down.
PNW Discord, not good. So Serious Eats Peruvian chicken. We'll go over a little bit of history on this style of chicken because I've never made it before. And when I'm making something for the first time, I always like to learn about the traditional ways of how to make it before I put my own spin on it. I need to know the history and where the dish comes from. I think that's a really interesting part about cooking. You don't like their stuff? Do you think it's too spicy, or you just don't like the flavor that they do on the chicken? We have the medium spice is what we marinated with, and then we're gonna make a green sauce, it's called, with it. I'm also gonna put this on the recipe command real quick, guys. Yeah. What?
Almost 2 years.
Fiyun, thank you very much for the 21 months in a row. You know what that means, Fiyun? That's an entry into the apron giveaway. Check it out, guys. We're gonna have this posted up in the kitchen with us for the rest of the month. So here is what's going on. We started this on December 1st, by the way. So this is what's going on. Search and rescue, apron giveaway. I'm supposed to be over here. So we started on December 1st. So we did backdate it for a couple of people. Magic Cookie, Annie, Torino, Rook, and Scat all have a couple entries already in the jar here. I wanted to make it fair and do it for a month, just in case someone wanted to use their Prime sub or be able to resub or do a new sub in that amount of time. So to enter, easiest ways, subscribe tier 1, you get 1 entry. If you cheer 500 bits, that's another entry. If you donate $5, that's another entry. And then the really interesting one that I've liked to do lately is if you gift a sub to the channel to somebody else, you get 2 entries instead of 1 entry. So gifting a sub gets you double entries. So I think that's a really nice way to build the community up, for sure. So if you think you know someone that maybe wants an apron, maybe gift them a sub to the channel and get them more interested in cooking. This apron to buy retail, I think it goes for around $150 Canadian. So it's denim. We have lovely brass hardware on it, on both the front and back, a nice nude kind of canvas strap, definitely unisex. And if you feel like it's gonna be either too big or too large for you, we can always exchange it with our friend who owns the company. So yes, this is our Christmas giveaway. It's always nice to receive gifts during this time of the year. And I will also say that, so basically all the donations and money that we're gonna get from this raffle for the month is gonna go for stream upgrades for the next year of streaming. We have a couple things in mind. We need some Elgato key lights to fix our lighting issue in here, and maybe get Sammy a second wireless microphone for next year and get him more involved once we get smoking outside. So we have a couple of things to look forward to. I never had the bread that they used for their burgers, Suzanne. I think I only got like, I don't even know what I got. It was chicken and like you choose 2 side dishes, but I don't remember. It was like over 6 years ago. Nice, Vune. What'd you make for dinner? And before I forget, let's write Vune's name down and get it into the jar. We're gonna make you pink, Vune. Thank you very much. Also, Wav Daily, welcome in and thank you for the follow. The Bard, Vune. I feel very rested today, guys. I was definitely tired last night when we did a little Lego stream with you guys. Both mentally and physically tired, but I feel really nice and rested today. So all that sleep did me good. Hey, Uncle Stinky, how are you today? Vune, yeah, I can't talk, the mouth is full. Okay, recipe. Let's get that on there. Boom, boom. Okay. You're gonna upload the picture to Discord. Yeah, everything's dead. I tried to look at something earlier before stream and closing and reopening it did not fix the issue. Yeah, it's all of the servers based out of the Pacific Northwest. So like us, Tabatai Cooking, Monastash, all of us folks. Okay, so Peruvian style grilled chicken with green sauce is the recipe we're basing our chicken off of, and that's from Serious Eats. So he says this Peruvian style grilled chicken is a recipe I back hacked from the awesome chicken and green sauce that they serve at Pio Pio in NYC, which I'm gonna guess is a Peruvian style restaurant in New York. The basics are simple. Butterflied chicken with a vinegar and spice rub gets slow cooked on the grill. Or in this case, we're gonna leave the chicken whole and do it in the rotisserie. So maybe we're not gonna get the same char flavor, but we should get really nice browned skin. And something similar to that fact at least. So it comes out tender and juicy, goes perfectly with a simple spicy and creamy sauce made with jalapenos and cilantro. Love it. I thought that sounded so good. And yeah, we're trying to eat a little bit more healthy lately. So a nice little rotisserie chicken. Yes, bien. Okay, checking it out. What? Those potatoes look lovely. Is that, so potatoes, spinach, shrimp, and salmon? Nom. Really, Stinky? I don't think they're that hard to clean. I mean, you take out the back kind of heat reflector plate is what it's called. I'm just putting everything in the dishwasher and then just give it a quick wipe out with like a disinfectant, and maybe if it's better if you always keep it clean rather than letting it get gunked up and trying to clean it then.
Prime rib, I think, will do a little more splash.
That's true. Yeah, we've not done anything super, super fatty in here, so we'll see. We'll see tomorrow once we get the prime rib in. That's basically the first time you use fresh spinach. Yeah, it is so good. So freaking good. I mean, we eat spinach almost every single day. I throw it in our smoothie. Salmon. I don't know where he's going. Ooh, also before we start, really good news is Sam and my dad are building the new egg table tomorrow. So their goal is to have all of the eggs in the table by tomorrow night so that the following weekend we can fire it up. So before the new year, we will have the eggs outside. The wood got in. I think he's going to buy it today. We're going with cedar. And then we're not gonna do the, was it maple top? Was the top maple from Zach that you guys are looking at?
Yeah.
So we're not gonna do the maple slab just yet. We're gonna wait a little bit because it's expensive to get done.
We're just waiting for summertime to actually have time to do it outside.
Oh, because you have to glaze it?
We're gonna wait to sand it and get it smooth and all that.
Okay.
That takes a lot of
Yeah, there's a little bit of work that still has to be done for the top. So we're just gonna go with cedar planks for now so we can use it. And then when it comes to like spring or summer, then we can work outside again and they'll be able to plane the slab, get it lacquered probably, and then that'll be it.
Dude!
It was your
I
roommate's
see it.
rotis? Yeah, always dirty.
I seen it.
So yeah, just cedar for now. And then we'll get the maple top done in this spring. Yeah, Secret Santa.
Just cedar.
It's just cedar.
You have a little bit of lipstick on you.
Sammy's telling me, wow, I'm shocked. Okay, so that's the updates, guys.
You're shocked. I tell you all the time.
No, sometimes you're bad. This is for the guys. Sometimes when your significant other has something in their teeth, do you tell them right away? Or do you like secretly laugh at them as they're talking because they don't know they have something in their teeth?
Currently, you are talking to other people though, so I have to let you know. Right away.
Thank you.
Other times, it's for my personal enjoyment because
Yeah.
you are the only other person around watching it happen. Or I'm the only person seeing it happen.
So
it's
bad.
funny to me sometimes.
Grave Gatekeeper, welcome in and thank you for the follow. Yeah, I tell everyone, View, and I'm with you on that. It doesn't matter who they are, what they're doing. I just can't take them seriously if I'm trying to talk to them and there's like a big piece of spinach in their teeth. It's just like you can't look at it. Yeah, even strangers, totally. It's like, you got something right there. Okay, so pollo a la brasa, also known as blackened chicken or rotisserie chicken in the US, and charcoal chicken in Australia. This is a common dish of Peruvian cuisine and one of the most consumed in Peru, along with ceviche, papa a la huancaina. What is this? Potatoes in a creamy sauce. salchipapa and chifa. Interesting. So we are just diving into Peruvian cuisine here. So originally, this chicken dish originated in the city of Lima in the 1950s. It's also popular in Colombian and Brazilian cuisines. So it was actually developed by Swiss residents in the country. Schuler is the guy's last name. Roger Schuler was in the hotel business in Peru. He devised the specific method of cooking the chicken, observing his cook's technique in preparation, and gradually, along with his business partners, perfected the recipe. Originally, the consumption was specific to high-end restaurants during the 1950s until the 1970s, but today, Peruvian chicken is widely available, and there's also chain restaurants doing it now, Nando's. The original version consisted of a chicken cooked in charcoal and marinated only with salt, served with large French fries, which is why we're doing kennebec fries today, and traditionally eaten with the fingers without cutlery. My favorite, I don't know about you guys, but I love to eat with my hands. I always used to get in heck when I was young. It's like, Caitlin, use your cutlery. And it's like, I got it right here. It's built in. So Peruvians will eat it with a fork and knife. It's always almost served with creamy mayo-based sauces, and most frequently with a salsa known as ají, which is made from specific peppers. That is our history that we have. Yeah, that looks pretty lovely. That's a double baked almond croissant. Nom. That's our treat for the weekend. He makes them about once a month. So if we're gonna eat a sweet, it's definitely gonna be that. Yeah, so good. They're $4 each, but so worth it. What does one weigh, Sam? Weigh it out.
$3.25 when I buy 6.
Oh, sorry, there's $3.25 when we buy 6. Forgot to make dessert view? The heck? All right, let's do this. So, pulled the chicken out last night on stream with you guys while we were building Lego, and it thawed overnight. This morning, I marinated it. I cheated a little bit, but I am trying to use up this bottle of sauce because it is very, very large. Nando's Piri Piri. She gonna focus?
See, this is great. Now you have the other camera. You just hold the bottle in front.
There we go.
Right?
Hey. And it's medium, so it's not super spicy. They also have hot and extra hot.
Polish, what up?
It says this is our gateway sauce, a good dollop of piri piri made from African bird's eye chilies and spices. For a while it will be enough, but soon you'll want them all. Just go with it. So water, vinegar, onion puree, salt, lemon puree, sunflower seed oil, spices, green chili, garlic puree, and preservative. That's it. So gave that chicken a massage this morning at around 8 a.m., 7 a.m. Sup, Posh? You made some chicken soup from scratch for your mom today. Hope she likes it. Did she enjoy the minestrone? Yeah, this sauce is really good. It's so flavorful. Definitely get a nice garlic kick. So we're gonna pull our chicken out now. Maybe give it one more little massage with the sauce. We'll still have to season it with some salt and pepper for sure. And then we're just gonna let this warm up a little bit before we get it into the rotisserie. It'll just cook more evenly if the chicken is closer to room temperature than fridge temperature. So in the meantime, we can prep our potatoes for the French fries, get our deep fryer pot set up. I think I'm gonna do a mix of peanut oil and canola oil today. I just don't want this peanut oil to go rancid on us. So let's make this list up. She loved the minestrone. Oh, I broke the pen. Said she didn't need to add any salt. That's a first? Yes. That's awesome, Polsh. Did you do sausage in it? Or what'd you do for meat? Okay, so chicken, literally just have to season, and rotisserie. And it will take about 45 minutes, and then I like to rest it for 15 minutes before we carve into it. 45 plus 15, so we have to allow ourselves an hour before we plan to serve to get everything else ready with the dish. So for the fries, we have to cut the potato, put them into cold water to firm them up, make them more crisp, and then we dry them off. And then we're doing a double fry. So you do your first fry at a lower temp, just to get the potatoes a little bit cooked through. And then the second fry, you do at a higher temperature to make them crispy. So double fried kennebec potatoes, and then just a nice little salad on the side. Maybe we'll do an apple cider sort of vinaigrette to go with it. Or maybe even something citrusy, because that's probably more Peruvian. You got some cheap Italian sausage, mostly just paprika, not much fennel, so you ground up some with the mortar and pestle. What? That sounds perfect, man. Okay, for the salad, we have mixed greens. Sad to be buying that now. That definitely makes it feel like winter when we have no lettuce to pick in the garden. And tomato and cucumber. We're gonna keep it really simple. And that is Sam and I's favorite salad anyways. Potatoes. Let's set up our pot as well. The deep fryer. Peanut oil. We only want to fill our frying pot about halfway. I don't know.
Nope.
Not good.
Got it.
Was gonna try and save it.
Nope.
Can't save it.
That's dead.
Okay, we'll need some oil from the other side, please.
Other side.
The other side. Polish tomorrow, actually no, not tomorrow. On Monday, we're doing beef and barley soup on stream together. I feel like that's one that you'll definitely love. I mean, you make beef barley burgers, so why not make a soup? Yeah, Polish is here. And so the recipe said it's served with large fries, so we gotta cut these a little bit bigger. If given the choice between canola oil and sunflower oil, I think I would choose canola. I think so, although I've never fried with sunflower oil. Thank you, Sammy. About 2 years ago, you bought a deep fryer with the hopes of perfecting fried chicken. It's sitting in your garage with the peanut oil still unused. Stanky, what's the holdup? Do you need us to come over and show you how to make fried chicken? Are you scared? Suzanne is your cake bestie. I think Vune is also her cake bestie. They bonded over chocolate cake, I believe. Oh, those are the two most commonly sold. I mean, I would use canola, if anything. Peanut oil will give you the most flavor, but it's also the most expensive. So if you're not bougie and very wealthy, probably just go with canola.
I think sunflower oil is more expensive anyways.
I think sunflower might be more expensive as well. And sometimes you can even get a mixed Vune. I think I've seen a mix of sunflower and canola oil at the store. Ooh, one other thing we need on here, very important, doing a stovetop fryer at home, is we need to monitor the temperature of the oil. And so our first fry, I usually go around 275 Fahrenheit for the temp of the first fry, and then for the second fry, probably closer to 350 Fahrenheit, 375. So we're not going to turn that on just yet. This takes about half an hour to heat up that amount of oil. Your internet's crapping out, Polish? Okay, sounds good, man. Part is you, Stinky. Part is your roommate, homeowner in a... Oh, yeah, they're adverse to strong odors. You'd have to do it outside then. What we usually do if we set up a fryer outside is just put like flattened out cardboard underneath in case you spill any oil, the cardboard will just soak it up. Peanut oil is sold in vials there, not bottles, Vune. That's crazy. All right, Sammy, you want skin on France fries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
France fries?
France fries.
Oh. Fancy.
It's Peruvian, but we're making France fries. Okay, so let's just touch up any kind of blemishes that we feel won't be good. Any eyes that we have to take out. Or sprouts. Sometimes potatoes like to try and sprout in the dark. They're like, I'm growing. I'm doing it. What is this wonderful contraption, Vune? This is the Ronco Showtime rotisserie.
That was pretty good.
Nike. Yep, you're doing it all right. It's going up in smoke. Hell yeah, dude, it's the weekend.
Oh, peeler, I think it's just a...
Oh, the peeler, this is Swissmar is the brand. You can get all sorts of...
They're cheap.
Of colors. And yeah, they're cheap. I'm pretty sure they're like $4, but my favorite peeler ever, and they last forever. Swissmar. It's really comfortable as well. I find it fits nicely in your hand. Yeah, the potato eye remover. Exactly. You can just like whip it out. It took me a while to realize that's what it was for. I was like, why is there a little circle thing on it? To like hang it up or something? I don't get it. But then one day I got it. Mind blown. This is a dirty potato. Where have you been, potato? What happened to you? Boom. One more. Zobo Cat, thank you for the host. How's your weekend going? You just got out of bed. Amazing. we are prepping some kennebec potatoes, which are supposed to be some of the best potatoes for French fries. And that is what we are making with them. Okay, so before we start cutting them, we need to set up a bowl with some cold water. Because as soon as we start to cut into potato, it wants to oxidize or turn brown. So in order to stop that, we dunk it in water. And then using cold water will also make your fries more crisp. If the potatoes are from East Canada, would they be called, kennebec potatoes? Who knows? Maybe that's where it came from. It just might, Vune. Okay, there we go. Put your bowl of water beside you. Coffee is done. All right, we're cutting this by hand. So very important that we work on our knife skills and keep in mind that everything should be consistent in size. So because it said we needed larger French fries, we're gonna go with a little bit of a thicker cut. Because when you fry potatoes, they're also gonna shrink a little bit. So we'll first slice the potatoes, and then we'll go back and cut them into fries. Has anyone made French fries at home before? You have, Vune. Do you enjoy it, or do you feel like it takes too long? Maybe it's not worth the effort. You don't like it very much? Thank you for being honest. You just made them for the first time 2 days ago? How did it go, Zobo? Yeah, that's gonna be good. Almost more like a steak cut. You don't feel like they are worth the effort? Yeah, I totally agree. I think there's just something about deep frying stuff though that I do enjoy. Maybe the risky part of it. It's like you could get burnt, but I'm willing to take the risk. These end pieces with the skin on them are gonna be so good. Yeah. Egg dust! Subscribing for 5 months. How's it going today, Dust? Good to see you, man. Yeah, 5 months. Can't believe it. Amazing. Well, we know what that means. And with this, the jar has been emptied since last month. Ooh, look at that. Freaky Kate. We now have an apron giveaway. So, how do we enter said apron giveaway? Subscribe tier 1, what Dust just did. You can also cheer 500 bits, donate $5, And if you want 2 entries, you can even gift a sub. So obviously the more entries you have in the giveaway, the more likely your chance to win the lovely apron. Thanks so much, Dust. Doing anything fun this weekend? You have Moo Face. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, no plans, and sometimes it's so nice to have no plans, isn't it? It's like you got nothing, you can just do whatever you want. I think it's really important to do that, at least mentally sometimes, so like, just relax. You never have plans? That's amazing. I mean, I always stream on weekends, so I definitely always have plans, but it's for a good measure. Holy smokes. Mrs. Syntax. What? With the 510 biddies? Thank you very much. That is an entry. Plus 10 extra biddies. Hey, Jen. Good to see you. Whoop, whoop. This is also the fun part, is you guys can also just keep delaying my stream if you want to enter the giveaway. All right, so we already have 3 entries so far on this stream. Thanks, guys. Yeah, Sam's never gonna get lunch. You're in the homeland, Saint A. Amazing. How snowy is it though?
What the fuck is that? I want that.
Vune, what are you linking? Sam is like freaking out right now.
Click on the thing.
Okay. It's cold as hell.
Stop what you're doing and click on the thing.
Trim outline. What? Vune.
Right?
What the heck? A coping gauge. Really cool. Especially with all the different styles of trim that we have to do and fit back together. Saint A is cold as hell, Jen. I'm terrified. Ain't going back in the winter. We are gonna have quite a bit of French fries. That's okay. Sharing is caring. Okay, so we're gonna let the potatoes sit for probably at least 15 minutes in the cool water. And then that also draws out any extra like sugars and starch. And then we'll get the crispier potato that way, or crispier fry. I don't know if I've ever heard of putting anything into the water with the potatoes. Heck yeah, I want an update on the company view. Tell us what's been going on. Okay, there we go, guys. Set that aside. Why don't I set a 15-minute timer? Okay, done and done. So we've cut the potatoes, put them in cold water. We still have to make some of the green sauce. So probably a good idea to make that sooner than later, just so it has time to kind of marry with itself. So here is the recipe that I'm basing our lunch off of today. You haven't made one yet, as there are so many laws to follow that you made some appointments with the Chamber of Commerce. Nice, Vune. You need to have a CE certification for your dice, otherwise you could go to jail, so they're teaching you how. Crazy. That's really cool. Yeah, trauma, exactly. As long as we pat them dry before putting the potatoes in oil, we're good to go. Otherwise, that's really dangerous. Hot oil and wet things do not mix. And we have a little trick that we learned from Spork's hands a couple weeks ago of how to dry off potatoes properly at home. So we'll go over that a little bit later. Okay, green sauce. We need jalapeno, cilantro, garlic mayo, sour cream, lime juice, vinegar, olive oil, salt and pepper. And then all we gotta do is put it in the blender and blend it until it's smooth. So simple. So we're gonna let the blender do the work for us then. Next week, you're doing a seminar for entrepreneurs where they will teach you tips and tricks on actually founding the company. That's so cool. As for your own production, you're still learning a lot on making dice, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it seems like you're having fun, and I think that's really important. As long as it stays that way, you'll be good. But I mean, you'll definitely learn a lot along the way as well. And I mean, part of having your own business is making mistakes and learning from them. All right, blender, time to put you to work. Hey Ewok, how's it going? Welcome in. I'm gonna do this instead, since we're not rotisserie just yet. Okay, so a spicy, creamy kind of cilantro sauce. I like it. I guess we could put a couple other herbs if we wanted to as well. Bag of herbs, garlic, jalapeno, lime, what else? Vinegar. Oh yeah, mayo, sour cream, vinegar, and olive oil. I could see this sauce being good with other things besides chicken. So if there's a little bit extra, not too concerned about having to use it up. All right, okay. Hoderific. Yeah, rotisserie. The technical term. We're not rotisserie yet. Finally a good cooking stream. Oh, wow. Is that against me or others? Okay, so everything's going into the blender. I'm gonna keep my recipe posted up as we add this stuff. All right, so the entire yield for the recipe says it serves 4. So I guess we'll see how much sauce we end up having. So 3 whole jalapenos, roughly chopped. So we're not taking the seeds out, but we will take the stem off. You are a chef and you'll be streaming soon? Nice. What are you streaming today? We're just gonna cut this in half. The blender can do the rest for us. That's a spicy knife, so I'm just gonna rinse that off quickly. We don't wanna make everything spicy. Oh, you were watching me for a month already, and you can tell. Well, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. 2 cloves of garlic. It says medium. This one's elephant, but I need to use it up. It is more mild anyways. All right, 1 cup of cilantro. First, we'll go through and pick out the stuff we don't want in there. And we can use the cilantro stem as well in this part because it's gonna get blended up and it's not as stringy as the parsley stem, so it won't get caught around your blender blade. Probably do that to be able to use it up. Cookie, welcome in. How's the day? Heck yeah, Ronco. You're just here for the beard sightings? Oh man. Hey, camera, don't focus on that. There you go. The beard, the one and only. Do I make pastry too? Yeah. Yeah, we just made a pecan pie last week.
That a rat tried to eat.
Yeah, that a rat tried to eat. Sorry, we made a rat pie last week. What is going on here?
I don't know, what'd you do?
Can't have the knife in there, it's too confusing.
Like, wow!
It's too shiny.
It's shiny!
Da beard, Zobo. Hey Zobo, did you have your wedding already? Get that out of here. Not like that. Nope. Oh my gosh, rotisserie cauliflower, Sam. I'm in. We have 2 more to use up still.
Do the cauliflower in the chicken, like, drip the fat into it?
We'll save the chicken fat and then rub the cauliflower with it and then rotisserie it.
Yes.
Yes. Heck yeah. Oh, congrats to you and your hubby then. So exciting. All right, we got our 1 cup of cilantro. We got our garlic in there. Lime juice. It says 2 teaspoons, but I might go a little bit heavier.
You gotta get material.
use up the side that's going brown first. This is smelling so good already. We have 5 minutes left on our timer for the potatoes, and then we have to dry them off. All right, now a teaspoon of white vinegar. Get that out of there now. Now we should be able to bring this in here. Okay, so a teaspoon of white vin, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, half a cup of mayo, 1/4 cup of sour cream. Word. Hey Titan, how's it going? Chicken fat cauliflower rotissing. Exactly, Hojerific. Finally got your butt out of bed, making some Cali burritos for lunch with the leftover fillings. I saw your post on Instagram. It looked so yummy. Cali burritos. Okay, vinegar for obviously some nice acidity in our sauce. Two tablespoons of olive oil. I'm doing great. Woke up early today. Went and sold my old webcams from the stream to somebody that's just starting to stream. So that was cool to meet them. And now we're here, taking it easy. I was busy this morning getting everything ready for the apron giveaway for you guys. "14 hours? Oh, I wish. Can't really sleep in anymore. I'm used to getting up at 5 a.m. Okay, let's use our fancy measuring cup. So 1/4 cup of sour cream. And half a cup of mayo. What would be in a Canadian burrito or a BC burrito? Probably like salmon or crab. Maybe we'll do lentils instead of beans, because lentils grow here. Corn for sure. Corn grows here as well. Tomatoes. Could not get the avocado, that's for sure. Yeah, poutine burrito. Yeah, Cookie, your cats would never let you sleep that long. You've worked 5.5 hours and you still have 7 to go? No. Yeah, 12-hour shift when you're a nurse. Well, we'll be here for a few hours, Hoju. If you need to escape. Get it off. Okay, now let's pull it back or push it back down. Half a cup of mayo. This thing is the greatest. I don't know what life is without it now. Pampered Chef measuring cup. Boom. That's our potato timer. So as soon as we get our mayo, into the blender. We can blend up our sauce and then go back to our potatoes, and then we can get the chicken going. Yeah, gotta work those extra hours to pay for the tux to be a ring bearer for someone's wedding next year. Have to. Bam. Okay, putting a couple things away so I have a little bit more room here. And then we're going to blend. Just some salt and pepper is all we're missing from our sauce. Literally called green sauce. She's going to be a little bit spicy. Couple of cracks of pepper, and then I'll start with a teaspoon of salt, and we'll go from there. Slowly season. Yeah, very creative, right? It's not me, Dust. It's not me. Just following what the recipe says. All right. Over to the blender. Obviously start on low speed and go from there. And it should blend to really nice and smooth. Let's see. We got a Vitamix, Dust. It is a Pro 750 series, so we splurged a little bit. It is 3 years old now. Sam and his parents actually bought it for me for like a shared birthday gift when we first moved to Vancouver, and there's no bad things to say about it. It's amazing. I've never had any problems. It does its job very well. Beautiful color on this sauce, by the way. It basically is the same color as my spoon. Love the jalapeno kick in there. And the cilantro and limes. I think just a touch more salt and we're good. Nice garlic kick too. Cypher Serious, how's it going? Welcome in. Okay, so one more quick little blend. And then our green sauce is done. Thank you for the follow. What did we make here? Almost 2 cups worth of sauce. Yeah, only 700 bucks. It's all about the warranty though when you're buying the more expensive stuff, is it really makes it worth it. I mean, you really do get what you pay for these days. Yeah, something about being a chef. Because it's always so annoying when you're working in a kitchen and your appliances don't really work that well. So I don't know, being a chef is, we've learned over the years to buy something a little bit more expensive that will pay off in the future. It will pay for itself because you won't be stuck buying another blender and another one and another one. Especially if you use it a lot. Like we use this minimum 5 times a week in the mornings to make a smoothie for breakfast. That is our routine weekly when we go to work. So I don't know how many times I've used this thing, but I think it's already paid for itself. Go. All rinsed out. That looks so lovely. Love that like pale kind of green color, and look how it's like shimmery almost. So let's pop that into the fridge so it can cool off. And then I think before we do the potatoes, we're gonna get the chicken going. We're gonna get that rotisserie set up. It's time. Chicken should be nicely temped. Can start heating up our rotisserie. We do have to season the chicken, so I will leave that salt there. There's our chicken that's been marinating in a Nando's piri sauce since about 7 a.m. this morning. I did it nice and early. So it's like a spicy sauce made with African bird's eye chilies and like garlic and onions. Hey, Sporks. Yeah, blender talk. Lifetime subscription to a blender. That's the Vitamix. Also, Greek, hello, good to see you. Quality is worth every penny. I agree. Like, I would rather wait a little bit longer and save up the money for a nice piece of equipment than to buy something that I can only afford at this moment in time. Your Jura, cool. Yours is 14 years old. Yeah, never once a hiccup. That's what we're hoping to do with this one. So far, so good. All right, let's get this thing plugged in. Get this Ronco going. Switch up the view for you guys. So just doing a little preheat before we get the chicken in. I find that it works better if we do it that way.
So I read up on that. If you do it from cold, you get crispier skin.
Really?
Yeah, because it takes longer for the inside of the chicken to get warm. So the
Okay.
inside of the chicken gets crispier.
Okay.
As it rotates.
Sam said no. He did reading. We're not going to preheat. Okay. We're good. The short pitcher is $240 up there. Sam, did we get both the dry and the wet with the pro? Okay. So we got both of them.
$240 for the top.
Like you're talking about this one, Sporks, for dry stuff? All right, let's open this up. Oh, yeah. That smells really good. We're gonna get it on the rotis first and then season it. Oh, you need a short wet one for your counters just because of how your cabinets are. Yeah, we might get like juicy up in here, guys. I'm sorry. It's graphic. In my opinion, this is the hardest part about setting up the rotisserie. Sam, can you please come help hold the thing so it doesn't keep flying around? We need help. You need like 2 people when you're doing this. Because if you don't set the chicken right, it's going to be off balance.
And that's fucking teamwork.
Yeah, it is.
Oh. Oh. You did it. You know what you should do?
What?
Before you put it on? Inject it with some piri piri.
Inject it? I'm good. We're gonna do it this way for the first time. If we feel like we need it after, then I'll go through the hassle.
Straight up, no.
Yeah, I'm good not doing that. Also, the piri piri would not go through the injector because it has pepper seeds and stuff. Okay, so now we have to tie this up, but first I think we should season it so we can get in all the nooks and crannies. So maybe if you want to sprinkle, Sam, and I can turn the chicken because my hands are dirty. Yeah, that's the easiest way to clean the Vitamix is on the cleaning setting. No, you're sprinkling, I'm rotating.
Rotating.
Because I have the dirty hands.
Do you want this or Tony Satri's?
No, this. We're not Cajun, we're doing Peruvian. Okay, ready for a turn?
Turned.
Turned it over.
I'm so sorry, Dust. So sorry.
Yeah, we're not Cajun, duh. The way I said that. Ah!
I'm so sorry, everyone.
A cheese pizza,
Cheese
raid.
pizza.
Oh no.
We had a cheesy pizza yesterday.
Okay, we need this side. Welcome in, guys. We're just seasoning up our Peruvian chicken to go in the rotisserie.
Chicken.
How was the pizza today?
You want pepper?
Sure. Welcome in, Cheese. Thank you so much, man. Hope everything went well. Yeah, bringing the cheese to us.
Okay, next.
Blockchain, thanks for the follow. Welcome.
Is there tri-peppercorns in this?
Yeah, some of the smoked ones.
Yeah.
We're doing so good. Vakesh, thank you for the follow as well. It's like a rainy, crappy day outside here, so this is perfect for lunch. Throw some chicken in the rotis. We're gonna do some French fries, kennebec potatoes. Teach you guys how to do a deep fryer at home. All sorts of fun today. What kind of pizza was on the menu? This will take about 45 minutes to cook in the Ronco, and then I always like to rest it for about 15 minutes before we carve into it. Keep all the juices in there. So it's pretty quick, and you really don't have to watch it too closely. The only thing we have to do first before we put it in is just tie it up nice and tight. We don't want the legs and wings flopping around because it can affect how the motor works. Yeah, we hit 100K views, Trauma. Crushed it. And we're also over 2,000 follows now as well. Doing really good. Considering in my first year of streaming, I just hit 1,000 followers, but we're already a month ahead of the second year and we've already got to 2,000. So really awesome year so far. You made Chef Babylon's pizza today. Detroit style, yum. So that's cooked with, it's like a pan pizza. It's cooked in a pan with oil. Creamy Alfredo sauce, mozza, Munster, white cheddar, herb marinated chicken breast, roasted broccoli, penne pasta on the pizza, and mushrooms and bacon. Was really heavy, I was gonna say. That's crazy. Let's put some pasta on this pizza. You guys are nuts. Okay, let's slide our butcher twine underneath. What? I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying. You have to be a little bit more specific. Oh, I totally deleted that already, but okay. Okay, so important that we keep everything nice and tight. I usually like to wrap around because as the chicken cooks in the rotisserie, it's gonna shrink. So we don't want our string to be too loose by the time it's done. Okay, that's awesome. Now we're gonna come around the back side. Tie these wingers. Don't really know how I want to do it yet. Maybe I might actually come over to the top, come around. Yeah. Just tuck them in. Make the chicken like hug itself. Gotta take your time doing this, guys. Gotta make sure it's done right. Because if you have problems during the rotisserie, it can get stressful. Okay, I'm gonna tie it on the side here. Wingy dingies. Yeah, carbs on carbs on carbs. Hey, infectious karma. Double knot it. Make sure this thing's not going anywhere. Did this slip out? Get back in there. I'm gonna do one more just around the legs. We learned the hard way the first time using the rotisserie. We no longer make that mistake. Okay. Bird is secure. Now it is time to cook. So we now have 1 hour to get all of our sides in. So fry up some French fries twice fried potatoes, and just make some salad to go on this side. Yeah, if you don't tie it, the wings are just gonna like flap open, same with the legs, and then when it turns in the rotisserie, it's gonna like flop around, and it just won't be very good. So let's do that one instead. Big angle. See how this goes in. That's a tight bird. What you got going on over there, Sporks? Yeah, that looks good. Not gonna flop around too much. Hee hee. One more hand wash because of touching raw chicken, not cross-contaminating in my kitchen. You got a craving? You're improvising a pan of fake Snicker bars. What? Very cool, Sporks. Very cool indeed. Normal rotation. I like to start at half an hour. And there we are. I'm gonna take a quick break, about 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Back. Kosick, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. All right, clearing off the cutting board. All right, so our prep list. We have made our green sauce. The chicken is seasoned and it's going in the rotisserie for about 45 minutes. We want an internal temperature when we take it out of there to be actually around 145 Fahrenheit. Yeah, 145 Fahrenheit. We want to temp both the breast and the leg. Make sure both of them are cooked because sometimes the legs just take a little bit longer. And then that's gonna rest for 15 minutes. In that amount of time, because the chicken is still hot from being cooked, it's gonna raise in temperature about 10 degrees Fahrenheit, and that will bring it up to a well done temperature where you are safe to eat it. And that will preserve the juices as well, taking out just a little bit early and letting it slowly come up to those last 10 degrees that we're looking for. All right. Let us do this because we're gonna work on drying off our potatoes, which thankfully Sporks is in here. We learned this from him a couple weeks ago when we were frying potatoes for poutine. He suggested using a salad spinner to spin off all the extra water from the potatoes. And that will dry them off quicker than trying to do it with cloths or however else you were planning to do it. The other thing I'm gonna get set up first is just a pan, or maybe even just a cutting board with a cloth on it, and then that will wick away any extra moisture that could be on the potato. Because if our potato is too wet, when we put it into the hot oil, that will cause the oil to spit, and you can get hurt. It'll spit up and it can burn your arm or your hands or even your face. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Oh, Sporks. Yeah, we'll be here all week. Heck yeah, Ice. This was actually gifted to us from a fellow streamer. His name is Ryan Howe. You might catch him in the food and drink channel sometimes. His mom and him gifted this Ronco to us that they found at a thrift store when we went to visit him in California last year. Yeah, really nice gift. Ah, that's true as well, Trauma, is the water creates a barrier from the oil and the potatoes just won't fry as well. I think they still do make them, Dust. I believe Cookie got his not too long ago.
I think you can get them in the States, but we can't get them in Canada.
Yeah, I think you can get it off of Amazon, but we just can't get them in Canada. I'm not gonna fill this super full because it'll be way too heavy to spin. About half at a time. So same idea as spinning salad is we're just spinning any extra water off of the potatoes and it will collect at the bottom of this. Do they make other versions though, Sporks? I was wondering earlier, Sporks, about letting the potatoes sit in something else other than water. A warm vinegar soak. So what did that do? So we can see even just how the water looks here is it's pulled out some starch from the potatoes, so they're gonna fry up nicer for us when it starts to look milky almost. You just remember the slogan, you can't really forget it. Yeah, too many drunk late nights in the 90s. What?
These things are getting cut.
Holy.
Oh man. I will take a photo and try to pile it.
Yeah.
The new egg table's getting built, everyone. Oh my god!
Watch out, world. Sammy's on the loose. Hunger service, how are you?
Hey, Allie.
And I shot. Sparks, it firmed the potatoes up somewhat and in theory give you a better crisp on the outside. You didn't see quite the degree of results they had, but only tried it once so far, right? Well, I will keep that in mind. This is already starting to smell good. I don't see any juices dripping yet. So maybe a couple more minutes. Doing so good, LA. So good. Making some lunch. It's rainy outside. We're hunkering down inside, staying warm. How to heat up your house in the wintertime. Just deep fry inside. Just set up a deep fryer and you're good to go. It'll heat up your entire house in about an hour. Yeah, Sam is cray. Oh, you know, just another day on Cook with Kate where we put potatoes in a salad spinner. Nothing too crazy though. He would stop during the commercials and try and sell spray on hair. This is amazing. I miss the 90s. I was born too late, guys. It's paint, Frank. Okay, this is what we got. Nice dried off potatoes. If we want to take it a step further, we put another towel over top just to wick away any moisture that might be there. So I think we're safe to also start the frying pot that I have set up on the stove. Because that's going to take about half an hour to heat up. So I'll turn that on to a medium heat. We're using canola oil. This is our pot setup. Oh, we lost a fry. So halfway filled with canola oil, and we have a candy or oil thermometer posted on the side so we can monitor the temperature. For the initial fry, going at a lower temperature, we're blanching the potatoes. Let's do this. We're blanching the potatoes, so we're just cooking them, and then we take them out, turn up the heat on the fryer to about 350 Fahrenheit, and then that's how we get them really nice and crispy. So it should be like mashed potato-y inside and really crispy on the outside. A snake oil salesman? Yeah, the rotisserie is legit. Moved to Nova Scotia. Yeah, it's 1986 here still. So good. Okay. Dry off. First fry low. So while we're waiting for all of our stuff, let's get our salad going. I think I just have to pop over to the other side and get some mixed greens. So I'll be back in about 20 seconds. Back. This is what we got. RIP lettuce in the winter. This is our first time buying salad greens because there's no more in the garden. Can't wait until springtime. And these mixes are actually my least favorite. I always find that there's like so many slimy pieces of salad. But I guess they were on sale. We're already seeing golden color. It might just be the color of the marinade. Actually the skin is starting to dry out. I think you might be right, Ice. Wait, you had dial-up until 2 years ago, Sporks? Yeah, I should get like a little indoor hydro system for just herbs. Put it up in my windowsill here. Or just grow herbs in the window, because it seems like a bunch of other stuff likes to grow there. I mean, I'm growing sorrel, and it's good. All right, so tomato, cucumber salad. I think I might go with, yeah, we'll do tomato cucumber. I think I want to do like an apple cider vinaigrette. Your internet past is checkered. Amazing. Actually, we do have the greenhouse. We're just not set on where we want to locate it yet, Trauma, because the other side of our yard, that's not really like, nothing really is happening over there. It's not graded properly, so it has like a pretty big slope on the edge of it, which is where most of the sun hits that side. So we haven't decided what we want to do yet for the greenhouse. But I would love to start using that during the winter. I think I could still grow stuff in there if it stays mild temperature. A bucket, a pump, a little perlite, and you're there. Seriously, that's it? That almost sounds too easy, Sporks. Okay, don't mind me, guys, while I'm picking through my gross lettuce. Seriously, never buy this stuff. Fresh Express. More like Moldy Express. I guess this is why I always grow my own stuff, right? Please don't buy this lettuce again, because it's just gross.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then I'll tell them and
It's like half slime.
Okay.
Like I just have to pick through half of it.
Okay. Won't buy again.
What? You grow your cherry tomatoes in the hydro thing?
There is the pile of wood. Time to go build it.
Sweet.
We'll be back.
How big is it? 10?
9 feet by 3 feet.
9 foot by 3 foot is the new big green egg table. So we can fit all 3. And there is also rumor that there's gonna be a little space for a deep fryer in it. Amazing. So we're using cedar wood. That way it can be outside and it's gonna last a long time. My dad is gonna help Sam build it. My dad just cut all those boards.
No, I'm going to help your dad build it. I'm not building it.
Oh,
I'm just helping.
Sam's helping. Sam doesn't know how to build it. My dad's really good at woodworking though.
This is what he loves to do.
Add a proper wok burner? What? Sporks.
There's a wok for the egg.
Yeah, we can get a wok attachment for the egg. Addition, I guess.
Yeah, I already have the piece it sits in. I just need the wok. That's it.
Chicken is starting to get some juices, isn't it? Yum. I like how the marinade's just dripping off. Okay. About a minute more of me picking through this and then we'll make some vinaigrette together, guys. After that, we'll probably be deep frying and babysitting our chicken. It's about the BTUs. Used restaurant equipment place in van. Yep. So good. We would always pass by there because it was on our walk home from work. We'd always just like stop in there on a Sunday and see what's new. I'm sure there's a spot like that here on the island as well. On the walk home. Okay, that's enough lettuce. That's enough. Okay, oil temp is at 150 Fahrenheit, so still pretty low. I'm gonna get some orange and lemon out for our vinaigrette. Like a cider and citrus vin. Probably need some Dijon mustard. Is anyone else like pretty familiar with Peruvian cuisine? Because this is the first time I have cooked it. The homemade apple cider vinegar with the mother in the bottom. There's the date, October 2018. So it should be starting to get pretty acidic now. Oh yeah. Let's give it a taste. You're not familiar with it at all? Me neither. Other than this chicken, I don't know it at all. That's not acidic at all. Something went wrong, I think. I think it went all mother. It went all mother. Sporks, send help. Okay, we're just gonna go straight citrus. Throw in some lime into here. Boom. Peruvian was a flavor on the Superstore rotisserie chickens now. I wonder what they're up to. Yeah, literally zero acid. It was acidic, like it used to be, but I think the mother just kind of took over. Pretty big in the bottom there. Like it's mostly mother now? Or does that mean it turned to SCOBY instead? I don't know the temp. I'm just keeping it above here. Like 81. So mustard is really great to add into vinaigrettes because it helps. Oh, definitely don't want that container. We might not leak through. It helps emulsify your acid with your oil. You don't really taste the mustard flavor. Especially not if it's Dijon. Maybe yellow mustard would be different. I went past vinegar and right to kombucha. Okay. Usually that sort of mutation is a temperature thing. You know a guy. Yes. I mean, if I can still use the SCOBY and make kombucha instead, that still works. I just don't want it to go to waste. Okay, so we got orange, lime, and lemon on here. Yeah, crux. Mustard is a very versatile ingredient. Start with this one that's already cut. I'm just gonna use my hands. Just smash it. That way we get all of the juices out. So the lemon is gonna add the most acidity here. Our fryer's at 200 F, so it's starting to heat up a bit quicker now. We only want that to go to around 275 for our first fry. He's on London time, but wrote a book on it. Heck yeah. I'm patient. This lemon smells really nice and fresh. Try and keep all of those seeds in your fingers. I think I'll do the half lemon, half lime, and maybe do one more half of an orange. And that should be pretty balanced. And then I'm gonna do olive oil with it. Really like citrus and olive oil together. So the French fries and the salad is a typical plate up with the Peruvian chicken. Cooking girl, thank you for the follow. The easy of DIY Dijon. I mean, I've done my own mustard before, but I don't know the DIY easy Dijon. I was just thinking about making some more beer mustard the other day. I really like making mustard myself. Yeah, I thought you were already following too, but no worries. It happens to the best of us. Believe me, I did that to Graham like a year after I watched him religiously. I was like, oh, I just realized I haven't been following. Bottle of something white from the Okanagan and a day wait. That's it? Wine? You made German sweet mustard a year plus ago and still have some left. Yeah, it'll last like basically forever in the fridge if you don't contaminate it. Okay, I'm gonna mix in the mustard to our citrus juice now. And then we'll be able to emulsify the oil into here. And then I'm gonna add the salt and pepper at the end. Soak the mustard seeds in white wine for a day and then Vitamix it. That's it? You don't have to bring it up to temp or anything in the liquid? This is madness. Dijon is a cold process. That's way easier. I'm so doing that. Okay, let's start some of this. So I do like the looser style vinaigrettes where you have to shake them before you use them. Hey, Torino, I just noticed you in here. You changed the color of your name. Give this a taste. Mmm. Really nice acidity and citrus flavor. I know it'll just be even better once we season this properly. I might add just a little bit of sweetness to this. Either honey or sugar or maple syrup, whatever you have on hand. I'm gonna go with maple, if I can find it. It might prove to be a challenge. Sorry guys, the fridge is packed right now. It's really hard to work around in there. So I'm just not gonna even attempt it. Yeah, it's a figment of my imagination. What? Yeah, shake it and you're done. Shake it and dress it. That. Okay, our oil is at 275, so good timing. Yeah, Nova Scotia bonus. You get free fridge slash freezer in the winter time. Perfect. Really nicely balanced. Gotta always balance the sweet and sour, my friends. We can put that aside now. This chicken is starting to sizzle. All we gotta do to finish this salad, just quickly chop up some tomato and cucumber before we serve. Let's take a closer look at this first as well. Yum. Can we double zoom? Yeah. Sorry for the light reflection, guys. Once again, we are wanting to work on the lighting in here for next year's stream. We're dripping. Okay, we're gonna go over to the stove top for now. So we're leaving the rotisserie for a bit. And it should go off in a couple minutes as well for us to be able to temp it. But it is French fry time. I'm gonna quickly wash this sheet pan. Might need it.
Good evening from me. Good morning to you.
What? Mama Reagan! Yeah, good evening from you. Good morning to me. Thanks for the 19 months. Oh my gosh, we got a 19-month resub today. Dust's 5 months. Vune with the 21 months. You guys are amazing. Mama, you're entered into the giveaway. Check it out. So every tier 1 sub, you get entered to win an apron like what I'm wearing. Write that down quickly before we carry on. How are you and Papa doing? Goes in the jar. So the first fry on the potatoes should actually be pretty quick. We don't want to fully cook the potatoes so they're falling apart because this is a lower temperature. So because they're gonna cook slower, don't want to leave them in there for a long time. So then we're not gonna have fries, we're gonna have like little potato bits. We want nice, long French fries. You don't want in the draw? Oh no, okay. I thought maybe you would like to use it for cooking at home. Holy Dust! Dust is like, well, I would like the penny. Thank you so much, man. Everything's happening. I'm gonna go grab Sammy real quick so he can write your names for the jar, Dust. Okay, Mama, I'm finding your name if you say you don't want in it. Welcome in, all new subs. Well, you never know. We got a Santa. Okay, one sec. I need help, please. You need to write 10 names.
Oh, man.
And I need to fry potatoes and check the chicken. We need to fry these and check the chicken. Okay, so let's pop to the chicken first.
Who am I writing out?
Dust Pirate gifted 5 subs.
Dust Pirates.
Thanks, man.
Oh.
So, Dust, that means you get 10 entries. Because for every gifted sub, you get 2. Let's just turn this so we can access the breast and the leg a little bit easier. Yeah, what?
What?
Yeah, that apron is yours. You would look so good in the jean apron. I mean, I think it would look good on everyone. Okay, checking our leg.
3.
76 Fahrenheit. Go thickest part of the breast.
4.
Is only at 55 Fahrenheit. So we got a ways to go, which means this should brown up really, really nice. I'm gonna reset the timer for 15-minute increments. Because now that it's getting up to temp, it is gonna start to cook quicker. We don't wanna overcook this and have dry chicken.
8.
8.
9.
You have the same thermometer. It is great, isn't it? Thomas Decker, thank you for the follow.
10. Okay.
Okay, you're good again, Mama? Okay, 10 names. Thanks, Salmon. Now you can go back over to the stove.
Fries and mayo snack? Yes.
Cookie! Holy smokes, you guys. Thanks for the 1,000 biddies. That's 2 more entries for you as well. Every 500 bits is an entry, guys. I wanted to give people a bunch of different ways to enter, just to make it really fair. Crushing it. Okay, stove time. We gotta get these fries going before our chicken is done. Okay, so small handfuls when we're dropping our fries in. Otherwise, we can overflow the oil by overloading it with too much potatoes to start. So go slow to start, gauge how much you can put in the pot at one time. If your deep fryer goes over, do not try and stop it from spilling. If you feel like it's gonna bubble over the pot, just literally back away and deal with the consequences, because dealing with hot oil is very, very dangerous, you guys. All right, so I'm using a spider, it's called, to be able to scoop the potatoes out. And then as soon as we start putting potatoes into the hot oil, it's also gonna cool it off. So keep your burner cranked for the first little bit until we equalize out the temperature. And when you're dropping your potatoes in, drop away from yourself, so that if it does splash, it splashes away. But these feel nice and dry, so they really shouldn't pop too much either. So you can see how the oil is rising. Probably have to do maybe 4 different batches with the amount of potatoes we have. Whereas if we were doing this in a commercial deep fryer, well, you could drop those in 2 baskets. So we're not frying these until they're golden right now. We are just blanching them. So a lower temperature fry to just cook the potatoes. Al dente is what we want, and then we'll finish with the higher temperature to get them crisp. Yeah, homemade chippies are the best. One is a seasonal place, Torino, that does home fries, and not many people eat it because it's too expensive. What? Yeah, home fries are amazing. It's best to season your potatoes after frying, and you want to do that right when it comes out of the fryer. The salt will stick better to the potatoes when they're warm rather than when you let them cool off. So it's always good to keep your bowl for seasoning on hand close when you're finishing up your fries at home. That way you can toss it right away and make sure it's perfectly seasoned. Because yeah, one thing to have a fried potato, but when it's like perfectly seasoned, amazing. Potatoes do take a lot of salt as well. Fluffy salt, yeah, like not a really coarse salt, because you won't get very even seasoning. But you also don't want iodized salt, because that's going to give it a different flavor, and it'll just be too much salt. So yeah, Diamond brand, what Sporks is talking about is this stuff. Diamond crystal. It's what the chefs use. I'm gonna check these. So the potatoes should start to look like almost slightly translucent when they're nicely blanched. And obviously these are big, so they will cook for a longer amount of time than if we cut the potatoes thinner. Oh, totally, Torino. Yeah, it's a constant battle against the fast food industry. Just because it's hard to battle the prices that they set their food at. So people don't appreciate good food as much when they know they can get it for cheaper. Yeah, totally, Sporks. It is fun to look at the salt crystals under a microscope. Best frying temp. So right now I'm doing a blanch fry at around 275 Fahrenheit. And then for our second finish fry, I like to go around 350, 375 Fahrenheit. These are probably good. Yeah, when they're just kind of starting to blister, it's usually a good sign. We're gonna take that out, put it onto a either paper towel or just a cloth-lined sheet pan. If you pile the potatoes on top of themselves at this point, they're gonna keep steaming and you're gonna get soggy potatoes. And then when you go for the second fry, they might fall apart. Don't want that. There's a reason we cut them so perfectly. So we're not seasoning them at this point either, because there's still one more fry to go. If we season the potatoes now after they come out, all of the salt is just gonna fall off when we put them back in the oil later on. Ouch, I got an oil splash. It's probably good for now. Give it a little stir to get it going. It's nothing new, guys. It's okay. Like, my entire forearm is marked up from deep fryer splashes. Yeah, those aren't cuts. It's from the oil splashing up and then like streaking across your arm. The worst. And it's like, oh, that's blistered in like 2 minutes. That was hot. The article was a quest to make McDonald's style fries. So did you complete that quest, Sporks? Exactly. Battle scars, Torino. You know it. Just watch those potatoes fry all day. Love to get some photos, but we're using my iPhone as the rotisserie camera. Dust. Yeah, cooking bacon without a shirt on? Man, that is risky. It's gonna be so good, Maddie. This is what we're looking at so far. She's starting to get some really nice color. Yup. Crux, thanks for the McDonald's info. That is actually pretty fun for me to learn that kind of stuff. So yeah, McDonald's fries are blanched, and then that way you can just drop them once quickly at the restaurant, and because they're so thin and small, they probably fry in a minute or two and you're good to go. Yeah, such a good find at the thrift store. That's it, guys. Watch those thrift stores if you want a Ronco. But I believe you can still get them off Amazon if you're in America. It's just not a thing in Canada. I think when we tried to look on Amazon, I think it was around $600. I'm not even joking, to get a Ronco to Canada. A little bit longer for those. Yeah, Crux, we want fries now. There was an Inside McDonald's Fries documentary somewhere in the UK. I'd be interested in watching it. Okay, sounds good. Oh, McCain, I would say in Canada, McCain is probably the biggest French fry producer. I mean, in most of the restaurants that I worked in, there was only, I think, one where two where we were pressing our own fries fresh every day. But other than that, it was like the frozen McCain fries is what you used. Oh yeah, fry station. The heat and the salt constantly. I can imagine, Crux. Okay, these are starting to blister, so we know they're good. Strain your oil off as much as you can. And then 2 more batches, and we should be good. There's something very soothing for me about deep frying at home. I always enjoy it. The potato starch eats anything it sits on, clothes and skin. That's nuts. I never thought about that. And then just one smaller batch. Okay, grabbing some cucumber, quickly chop that up while we have a little bit of time. And tomato, we'll use cherry tomatoes. Finish those up. Top the salad. The only thing you deep fry at home is okra, because you hate the mess it makes. Yeah, but fried okra is good, right? You went through a good 6 pairs of coveralls in 3 years. The starches ate away at the cloth. It literally just starts to fall apart. That's so crazy. Hey, Scrump. How's it going? Kale? Yeah, kale deep fried. I mean, it basically just becomes air, in my opinion. Just like crunchy and then it's gone in your mouth. But I think it changes the taste a bit. It makes it more like roasty. But I mean, you deep fry anything and it will probably make it taste better. All right, so our timer went off again for the rotis. Should we do one more quick check for the temperature? Swing that around a bit more. So that would be the 45-minute mark, which is what I usually gauge for cooking a chicken in here. I think it should brown up more a bit though. Let's just check to see where we're at. So for the leg, we want to go like down by the bone at the thickest part. So legs at 135, so we're getting really close. And then breast, let's do it that way. 94. So the breast is actually cooking slower than the leg, which is good because then the breast will stay more moist. I think we should do a little bit of pausing to sear right at the end before we take it off to rest, but I'm gonna do like 7 more minutes and see where we end up. So I'm trying to get to 145 Fahrenheit. Hey, Willamini. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Scrump. We're almost there. I can't believe it's already December 7th. I'm very good at rotisserieing. Is that a verb? Rotisserieing. Okay, these potatoes are happy. One more small batch and then we can heat up our fryer to the high temp and get these things crisping up. Yeah, buy one for $5. Well, we got our chickens, buy one, get one free. So we only paid $5 for each of our chickens too. That's the thing, guys. Don't pay full price for anything. Stock up. McDonald's released their own video of how they make the fries with one of the Mythbusters, guys. That's unreal. I love Mythbusters. Oh, really, vegan gelato? Well, welcome in, Thomas Decker. Are you the Thomas Decker? $10.99? That's pretty good, Torino. Yeah, most chickens here are around $13, $14 per. Quite expensive. You're one of them. Yes. Amazing. See, he's here, vegan gelato. Just slicing up our cherry tomatoes for the salad. I'm gonna say, oh, we should be eating within the next 20 to 30 minutes, max. DJ Con Carne, welcome in. How is your weekend going? An already cooked chicken or rotisserie chicken at Costco is $6.99. I think it's $6.99 here as well. That's so amazing, Cookie. I mean, I'm still trying to source all of our wonderful local people. I'll get there eventually. I mean, I know one of the farms here in Souk has really awesome chickens, but they're like 15-pound chickens. They're like a turkey. So it's not the greatest to try and put in a rotisserie. It's, in my opinion, a little bit overgrown. Like, it's really tasty, but it's just taken a touch too far. Nice. Hutterite chickens are really good. Yeah, they're massive, Cookie. That's what we used to get at the restaurant. We'd buy like 8 or 10 of those massive chickens and then butcher them all. Cray cray. Yeah, your chickens cost you an apple pie or a pan of brownies. Bartering. We're starting to do that here too, Sporks. It's a pretty big thing, I think, in Canada. Do a trade. All right. Last batch of potatoes coming out of the blanching fry. Then we'll turn it up. We now need the fryer to get up to 375 Fahrenheit. Because once again, when we drop our first bit of potatoes in, it's gonna cool it off. So that should take a little bit to get there as well. So while we wait, shall we? Okay, now we can focus on doing our pause to sear. So let's do the back first. Or the side, I suppose. I'm gonna do this for you guys. Way better view. Way better. So we're searing the outside. There we go. I was like, why isn't that lighting up? I don't love how the kind of the blood dripped down there in the front. Where did Sam put the paper towels, guys? When you go to reach for something in the kitchen and it is not in this spot. So no funky coffee or whiskey flavors. Plain and chocolatey, nice. There we go. Just like not that appetizing looking. Should be crisping up. Oh, yeah. So many juices dripping. Yeah, chocolate brownie with ice cream. Drooling. So good. Your egg neighbor across the road also shows up occasionally with a chicken and a sheepish grin, asking if that's bread she smells in your oven. I love that. That's so awesome. Holy, the juice is running out. Like, you guys can't see this, but it's literally bubbling. I don't know if I zoomed in, if you'd be able to see it like bubbling in there. That was nuts. Okay, I'll do it one more time for you. You see it? It's like air bubbles in there. Crazy. So juicy. Okay, I hear the sizzles now. Because it's important to have even color all over your rotisserie chicken. See if we can get those juices browned on that side of the breast. There we go. Now we're browning up. Yeah, 24/7 rotisserie chicken channel. Bazillion followers. Yeah, craving fresh baked bread. So good. It is the oven I got from Death. It's still going strong, mama. This thing is amazing. Seriously makes the juiciest chicken. Like, I don't know if the egg can even make better chicken than this rotisserie. Fryer pot's at 325 Fahrenheit. Almost there. So just small little rotations to get even browning around the whole bird. Yeah, this thing is probably as old as me. Well, 1991 is my birth year. Yeah, just eat the chicken on a carving fork. Like one of those big roast turkey legs. Definitely need more color on the chicken breast. Don't feel old. Yeah, just a pup. Just a young pup. Age doesn't mean anything. It is open in the front, yep. We got a better view. Oh my God. Okay, one more time on the breast. But the back is almost perfect. Okay, we are going to take out a resting rack and a cutting board to pop that onto. 15-minute rest time. Actually, I just use this one. Okay, let's check that side. Don't burn it. Oh my God, it's like sugar dripping from it. Meat caramel. Okay, we'll do a little bit longer on the breast side again. And we need 2 pairs of tongs to be able to get this thing out of there without burning our hands. Yeah, age is just a number until your knees click when you walk. Okay, I'm gonna turn our fryer pot down just a touch. I have my borders on my cutting board to catch the juices, Torino. Very thoughtful of you. Don't worry, we'll collect them. We're so bad. I don't think I've ever called you guys boomers. Insane. It's too juicy. Like, this is nuts. Okay, one more time on the back, and then this bird is coming out of here. That's insane. How much juice is coming out. I've never done gyro. I feel like it would not, like, due to gravity and the way that this rotisserie is horizontal, not vertical, I feel like the gyro meat would just fall off. But tacos al pastor would work, I think. If I sliced the pork nice and thin myself and layered it on there properly, I think al pastor would be perfect in there. Oh yeah, to be able to sell this on eBay after you're done using it, still get a lot of money back for it. This is the drip tray. And yeah, the rest of the juices will be together on the cutting board. It's like a little moat that they put on the cutting board. Just want to feel that. Yeah, that feels perfect. But you never know until you try, Sporks. You always try it. I mean, I've done gyro in the circulator, and I found that worked really good. Just do it in like a brick or a round, and then slice it. On point. Okay, I don't want you guys to see me try and struggle and take this out. Actually, I'll just do this. There's my setup. Okay. Actually, just turn that for a sec. There we go. Gentle and carefully. Make sure you have a good grip. This thing is dangerous right now. Whew, we made it. Okay. This smells unreal. Big time, like lemon thing going on and garlic. Okay. Stay. Stay. Success. We'll see how much juices are left. But this is not usually a dish that is served with like gravy. We made it's called green sauce earlier on in stream to go with it, is what they usually serve with this. Can we get the bird off of the spit? Not that way. There we go. Okay, now we want to get it on the metal rack. There is a little bit of pink still coming out of here, but I am okay with this. I think it's just from inside the cavity, because the rest of this, just the way that the meat feels, it is beautifully done. I think I'm gonna cut off the string as well while it's resting. There we go. It's better. Holy. Yeah, we got juices coming out. This is gonna be nuts. I might have to put a towel. We might need a towel. Just do that. Yeah, the blood had nowhere to drip, right? When it's horizontal like that. You are right, Torino. A wok lid and a bath towel? Nice. Beautiful. Yeah, the chicken is raw. Just go Gordon Ramsay on me. I mean, we're trying to keep the skin as crispy as possible. And I find that when you have a whole bird like this or a larger piece of meat, is it does keep the heat in it as it rests. So I don't want to cover this. If I feel like maybe the French fries are taking too long, I will cover it with a little bit of foil to keep it warm. But this is gonna take a bit to like cool off and feel cold. Yeah, 3 bath towels will keep a turkey at temp for 3 hours. That's how we always used to take the turkey to our family's house when they lived on the farm. Pack it up, wrap it like a baby, and she'll stay nice and warm. Yeah, green sauce is Peruvian. Okay, rotis is done. I'm gonna take my phone off of that stand so I'm able to use the camera for photos of this dish when we're good to go. Okay, also, let's set our resting timer. I'm gonna do 10 minutes. 10-minute rest, minimum. It looks amazing, Trauma. This thing makes amazing chicken. What makes a Peruvian rotisserie chicken Peruvian, though? It's what you marinated it in. So I cheated a little bit and used Nando's for the marinade. It's got garlic, onion, some spices, and African bird's eyes chilies is what's in this, and it's medium. So it also goes to hot and extra hot. Really yummy. You can even see like all the pepper kind of mash in the bottom. 100% it would work for turkey. It would be so good. Thanks, Sporks. You're off to quiz night at the pub. Oh, have fun. Hopefully you win something. Thanks so much, Sporks. Remember when you were like 4, your Guido tried to sneak that little part on the butt after Baba took the chicken out and her little 90-pound frame come jumping across the kitchen? Yeah, smack him. Get your hands out of there. Perfect, Sporks. You got this. So by chicken butt, are you talking about the little oyster nugget that's like on the hip bone? It's like yay big. Or are you actually talking about this? Talking about the tail. This little guy? Is there meat on there? I've never eaten that. Scaramouche, you're talking about the oyster though. I think it's mostly fat and like obviously there's some bone. Yeah, it's usually just really crispy, it's true. Hey, well, since we have a little bit of time to kill, because the fries shouldn't take very long, let's see how much juice actually dripped out of here. Because I don't think it's as much as we think. I mean, it's not even really juice, more than it is maybe fat. So I don't think there's too much we can do with that amount of juices. It wouldn't be worth it to try and make a gravy out of that. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, Guidos are funny, aren't they, Torino? I had a funny Guido too. The poopits? This is what you called it? The poopits? What? Yeah, maybe a small glaze. But I mean, it was so juicy that I don't even think we need to put more fat over this. And like this little bit of pink juices, don't really need that either. Oh yeah, yeah, you can save the chicken fat for sure. I mean, schmaltz is delicious either way. All right, gonna get our plate out for plating. And I'll give Sam a message and give him like a 5-minute heads up for lunch because he's building the new barbecue table outside right now. They call it shit bags, chicken gizzards. Yeah, there's no shit in there. Okay, I told Sammy, lunch in 5-ish. Maybe, Torino. Okay, let's pop on over to the stove. It's fry time. All right, what we need for our French fries before we start frying is our bowl to season them. Is Dust still in here? Dust Pirate? You still kicking around? This is where we can go Cajun. I think a little bit of Tony Chachere's to season the fries here would be really good. Fried chicken shit bag with green onions. So good. Thank you for sharing that, Scaramouche. Okay, that's what we got. So fryer temp. We're at 400F. Let's do this dang thing. This is how we want our potatoes to be when we go for second fry. So just like a little bit of bend. We don't want them to snap and we don't want it to fall apart. So that's like perfectly blanched. So now that we've cooked a lot of water out of the potatoes, we can put more into the pot and fry more at one time. I think that's as far as I'm gonna push this thing. So a couple of minutes. Obviously we want it to be golden brown. Yeah, I think some things might have been lost in translation, hey? Hey the fuck, how are you? Holy smokes, they already got the sides of the table built. And the legs. Kennebec fries. So the kennebec is the type of potato. It's really good for frying, as it makes like the best French fries ever. It doesn't have a ton of starch in it, so it crisps up really well.
We're on snack breaks.
Snack break, yep. Peruvian green sauce is also known as ají verde. Is it ají or ají? How do you say it, Scrump? And yeah, I could not find the proper peppers for that. Oh yeah. That's looking so good. An H, okay. That's what I thought. Ají verde. If you put the chicken drippings into the frying oil, you wouldn't taste as much of a difference. You'd probably need like half and half chicken fat and canola oil to be able to taste the chicken fat in it. Couple more minutes there, and then we'll quickly carve up the chicken and do our plate up. So Peruvian chicken, French fries, and salad is a typical way to serve this dish. It was first served in like fine dining restaurants when they first started doing this, and now I think it's more of a street food type thing. Ah, okay, Daff. Okay, that's good to know. Probably will order it off of Amazon then. Yeah, ají. Ají verde. Our resting timer just went off. Yum. That's looking pretty dang good, guys. Love the way that the skin fries up. So that amount of potatoes dropped the temperature of the fryer by 50 degrees. Make some fried eggs in chicken fat? Heck yeah. It's the same way that you would save like bacon fat or pork drippings. Look at those fries, guys. Come on over here. Yeah, we can do that.
He's salivating over here.
So we want to season while it's warm. Toss them around. Now we can go Cajun, Sammy.
Oh man.
Next. Yeah, then I'll drop this second batch and we'll carve the chicken while it's frying. Turn our heat back up in our pot. All right, we're gonna come over to the cutting board and carve a chicken. And I have a couple of fry snacks here too. Oh, just a sec. I had a sneeze and that would have destroyed your guys' ears. Oh, fry snack, hello. Thank you. I am blessed. Okay, look it, not too much juices came out, so that rested really nice. That Tony Chachere's gets me every time. I might have another one. We'll see. All right, so first we're gonna take the legs off and then we'll take the breast and the wings off. So what we wanna do, carve down in between the leg and the breast. Okay, that's where all the juices are, is they're stuck inside the skin.
Good.
Now we're gonna start running. If your chicken is perfectly cooked, you should be able to pull the leg off of the carcass. We know it's cooked properly if we can pull the joints apart. That means it's been broken down. So we've broken down all of the connective tissue. Yeah, we definitely hit temp. I mean, that's beautiful. I'd rather have a little bit of pink juice in there than have it dry.
You were listening to the show upstairs, so I knew it. I knew my downstairs.
Okay. You just have the iPad outside or something?
I have my phone upstairs.
Okay.
You have your phone being used today. I can use my phone.
So now pull that open. The joint should split, and then we just take one nice swipe along the side to release it.
Are you using a boning knife?
Yeah, we're using a boning knife. This is insane, the juice in here. Now, I think it'll be better, oh my gosh, if we take the wings off first. Sammy, can you please just watch the fries? So I'm gonna flip this over quickly, come around the back side of the wing, because the knuckle is up here. Slice that, and then we pulled the knuckle out. Slice that off. So do the same thing with the other side. Open it up for yourself so you can see better. Pop that. Can you please take the container of green as well out?
Green?
Green. It's in a 2 cup.
Yeah. I was making sure I heard the word right. Making sure it was just green. Container of green.
Container of green.
Container of green.
And now we just need to cut the breast away from the carcass. So there's a breastbone in the middle. You want to cut along each side of it. And then we're going to loosen the meat away from the ribs by just sliding our knife along. the entire way. Do one nice cut along here because our wishbone is right there. And now it opens it up even more. Now one slice. Chicken breast, other side. So we're trying to keep as much meat on the chicken breast as possible. You don't want to leave a ton of meat on the carcass. But if we do, we can always use it to make stock later on. So it shouldn't be wasted regardless. Sammy's gonna test some chicken wing for us to make sure we seasoned it well.
No, I did this for you.
Wow, that is so perfect. Really good. Thanks for the follow, Soggy Crayons. That's kind of sad sounding, isn't it? Okay, so I'm gonna plate up the leg, so I'm not gonna carve the breast because we're probably not gonna eat that at that point, so we wanna keep all the juices in there. You can see how much juices there actually is. If you're scared you're gonna spill it, just use a towel. Soak it up. We're just gonna move this over as well. I mean, this is how much juice is actually in the meat. So if you don't have this running out when you're carving up your chicken, beef, etc., you know that maybe you've cooked a little bit too much out of it. That is kind of a telltale sign. Really nice chicken. Fries are almost there, guys. So we might as well get our salad plated. Wait a couple more seconds for our French fries. Ohana means family. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome, mama.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah, funny you asked that, Titan. Is I was contacted by, I guess, one of the scouts for Guys Grocery Games last year to see if I wanted to try out, but nothing came of it. Is I called the guy, I actually spoke to him in person. He found me on Instagram, but nothing happened of it. It might have been because I was Canadian, not really too sure. But maybe in the future. Yeah, soggy crayons. What do you mean it's sad? There's nothing sad with smearing color all over. It's true. I do appreciate the art when they melt the crayons and it kind of runs. I think that looks really cool. Okay, fries are about a minute away. So nice little salad we'll put on the side. Help us with some digestion of our dish. So tomato, cucumber, some mixed greens. And then we made a citrus vinaigrette to go with it. I always dress my salads kind of like on this side, as I don't dress the full thing. Just in case there is extra. I don't want it to go soggy overnight. So there's our citrus vinaigrette. We used lime, lemon, and orange, as well as a little bit of Dijon mustard, just a pinch of sugar or honey to balance out the acid, and some olive oil. Thank you, Sammy. We got our French fries here. Nice golden delicious. So what seasoning did I use on the chicken? I cheated a little bit today and used Nando's piri piri sauce. We used the medium spice variety. And what's in there is garlic, onion, some African bird's eye chilies, and just a little bit of white vinegar and oil to emulsify it. We're just gonna pile up these potatoes really nice on the side over here. There you go, Sammy. Okay, what do I want to do here? Our chicken leg. Actually post that over on the French fries where it's warm. We don't want to put warm or hot meat on top of our salad. And then just a little ramekin of the green sauce on this side for dipping, because you can use that for both the chicken and the fries. I don't know if the square is better than the round. I think I like the round with the round plate.
I agree.
Okay, so the green sauce has jalapeno, cilantro, garlic, lime juice, mayo and sour cream, and olive oil and salt and pepper. So it's kind of creamy. It's really nice. It's got a good spice to it as well.
Are you running full blast on these fans?
We're not. Big time cilantro. There it is, guys. We'll do the little rotation. There's our salad, green sauce, rotisserie, piri piri chicken, and some French fries made with kennebec potatoes, which are supposed to be some of the best potatoes to make a French fry at home. I'm just gonna take a quick photo of this and then we get to taste everything together. And yeah, that was a beer, Titan. That was a beer. It's called Blue Buck, made by a local brewery here. Josie, the chicken is okay with the pinky juices. Please trust me on this. Thanks, guys. I'm excited. All right, Sammy.
Get the height.
Hey, I like that view. Yum! Pink is good. It's allowed. Things are a little bit different than they were like 10 to 20 years ago. Whoa. Oh! The oysters! The best part! Sammy did that for us. Thanks, Soggy Crayons. I don't know, back in the old days, is they made you cook everything to 165 Fahrenheit, where if you do that now and then rest it, it's gonna be so dry. That's like overcooked. So like when I was in culinary school, the teachers had to teach us by the book, which said to cook it to 165, but then in person, they told us that if you cook it to that temperature now, it's gonna be way dried out. So that's why, or how I mean things are different now, is yes, we had to write the test to be that number, but in reality, you don't want that number. Because if you cook it to 165, then let it rest, it's probably gonna go up to like 180. And by that time, you're too far gone. Yeah, imagine cooking a steak to 165.
No.
Yeah, this is the one scaramouche. The oyster. Sammy?
What? Nope, you get both.
Mm.
Get the other wing.
This sauce is insane. So the sauce, cilantro, garlic, jalapeno, vinegar, lime, sour cream, mayo. Let's separate the drum from the thigh, because I think I might actually eat this with my hands. Look at the juices on the other side. There we go. Yep. Yeah, the jalapeno has a little bit of kick. Okay, so the temp to aim for when you're cooking meats and you want them well done is you want to take it out of whatever cooking device you're using at around 145 Fahrenheit. And then it's called carryover cooking. So because your meat is still hot, it's gonna keep cooking a little bit, just slower when you take it out of the heat, and it will bring it up around 10 to 15 degrees more, which will bring you up to your 165. Keep all your juices inside. Half a cup of mayo, quarter cup of sour cream. If somebody uses the recipe command, just because my hands are dirty right now, the recipe that I took inspiration from or for this dish is linked. Thanks, Scaramouche. So good. So good. A little boop.
Wow.
That's a tangy vinaigrette.
Yeah.
It said you traditionally ate the dish with your hands, so say no more. We're double fisting. And yeah, they stay nice and crispy. The inside's like mashed potato. I don't know if it'll focus enough for that. Ish. Yeah, nothing wrong with using your hands. They're like built-in tongs. Loving the spice, guys. Woo! It's making me hiccup. Yeah, how would you eat soup with your hands? Holy! Sammy's got sauce. Holy shit, you should see this guy right now. Yeah, beard equals snack catcher. All right, guys, who else is cooking something today? What's on the menu? Thank you very much, Willamini. I really appreciate it. Yeah, the beard is kind of a bib, but I think we need a beard bib to keep it from getting dirty. Yeah, stream's ending, Dust.
This is good.
Yummy,
Really
hey?
good.
Sam is really impressed. Oh. Just washing my hands. Little wipe of the face probably too.
Secret Santa.
Secret Santa. Chicken Alfredo as per kids' request. Okay, Josie wants to see the rotis one more time. There it is. Oh, it's frozen. 'Cause I already took my camera off, but that's what it looks like. It's called Ronco. R-O-N-C-O. And yeah, it cooks chicken like perfectly.
Woo!
Spice is getting to this guy. Holiday Christmas candy cooking? What kind of candies cooking, girl? Sushi Day is on? We can go visit Sushi Day. Okay, guys, so we'll be back tomorrow. And guess what? We get another rotisserie stream. Round 2. And it's not gonna be chicken. It's gonna be a prime rib. First time for us cooking beef. And we're actually doing a little bit of cookbook cookery as well from one of my favorite Canadian chefs. His name is Matty Matheson. This is his cookbook. I actually have narrated this entire book to Sam when we took a road trip last year to the States. Amazing book. The story behind all of his recipes are great. This is what we have to look forward to tomorrow. Ronco rotisserie prime rib. Here it is, guys. That's what we're making tomorrow. It's gonna be juicy and delicious. I'm going to, with the prime rib, do up something traditional. Maybe a little bit of Yorkshire pudding, some au jus with it, mushroom saute. It's gonna be delish. I actually have a wire or like a metal rack where I keep most of my appliances all together, Willamini. Yeah, prime rib. Scrum. Yeah, just passes out.
Full fish cam. Zoom in.
Mm-mm. He wants to zoom in. To what?
All the way. It's a little hot. I'm kind of sweating.
He's got a touch of dew. Oh.
Can't see. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my god.
It's a little bit spicy, guys. The sweat is real. No lies being told here. Okay, so is that what we want, guys? We want to go see Sushi Day? Yeah, just keep eating. Just pretend like nothing's wrong. My God.
Go back to your Go Raid channel. Scroll down. You don't have Sushi Day?
It's not letting me.
Click Sushi Day.
Sushi Day. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna send us
No.
right to
So
it.
Start raid. And now you still have your
Just
normal
using the
select.
new dashboard, guys. This is new. Okay, thanks for everything today, guys. We got quite a few entries into our apron giveaway. That's what we have posted in the back here. Beautiful handmade denim apron for you to have a chance to win. I have some stuff to do today. I'm gonna do a little bit of prep for my friend Zach. He has asked me to do some more salmon Wellingtons for him and his girlfriend. So yeah, I'm still cooking later on today. I'm gonna take a little break and then get to that. And we will be live. Sam, you want dinner or lunch tomorrow for? Okay, lunch, roast beef, dinner tomorrow. So, it's actually better to eat the bigger meals during the day. Let's just say that. I'm gonna plan to start around 10 a.m. PST my time. Yeah, lunch, dinner, same. Okay, let's go visit Sushi Day. Thanks, guys, for everything. Love y'all, and I hope you have a wonderful Saturday or Sunday, wherever you are.
Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow.